Good late morning, 11:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRPFUTUREMILIONAIRE, and I appreciate each and every one of you for continuing to watch my content. Before we go any farther, if you would please hit that like button. Also, turn that bell notification to all so you're contacted immediately, supposedly, when each of my updates come out. Also, if you could share this on social media, which that is the only way for me to get my name out there, I would greatly appreciate that. Today, I'm very happy to do the update that I'm doing, because we're going to bring DGB back into the fold, DigiByte, for anybody who doesn't know. A lot of people make fun of me for DigiByte because they think that it's a shit coin, but I personally have a lot of faith and belief in it in the future. It's in the Internet of Things, and there's a big backing in helping the world for a greater cause. And as I continue to go through this, update by update, you'll understand more of why I love DGB. So we're just going to get right into this, and then we're going to go into the technical analysis. If you follow me until the end of the video, I will let you know how to trade not only XRP, but I will show you a way where you can buy DGB, which I will tell you right now you can do on Uphold. Very simply, the fees are a little bit higher, but that's where I have my most faith for DGB. So let's get into this. More secure, faster forward thinking, DigiByte is more than a faster digital currency. It is an innovative blockchain that can be used for digital assets, smart contracts, decentralized applications, and secure authentication. We will get into the info paper, which they have readily available for everybody. What makes DigiByte stronger than others? DigiByte is a rapidly growing open source blockchain created in late 2013 and released in early 2014. After 8 years of forward-thinking development, DigiByte has become one of the safest, fastest, longest, and most decentralized UTXO blockchains in existence. So, truly decentralized. DigiByte has never been funded through an ICO, which is so important to me. No initial coin offering, which tells you right off the bat, DigiByte will be here in the future, and I have a lot of passion for DigiByte. And I believe it's going to make everybody very wealthy, and it's the most undervalued of them all, besides XDC, because it's an ISO coin. DGB is not technically an ISO coin, but it will be there in the new world. There is no CEO or a company controlling the DigiByte blockchain. It is a volunteer-based and global community-driven project. DigiByte uses 5 cryptographic algorithms and real-time difficulty adjustment to prevent malicious mining, centralization, and hash power fluctuation. One of which is AutoCrypt, that changes itself every 10 days for a ASIC resistance. DigiByte blocks occur every 15 seconds, which is 40 times faster than Bitcoin and 10 times faster than Litecoin. Early SegWit implementation and blockchain rigidity enable up to 1,066 on-chain transactions per second with negligible fees. Over the past 7 years, DigiByte has repeatedly set itself apart with multiple blockchain firsts, such as DigiShieldGuard, multi-algo mining, SegWit implementation, AutoCrypt algorithm, Dandelion++ privacy protocol, DigiAssets, and DigiID. DigiByte has never been funded through an ICO or significant amount of pre-mined coins, so that is back to the beginning. So that is the main thing, though, that it's never been funded by an ICO, period. Don't have to worry about that. So now, what is DigiByte? We'll watch this video, and then we'll go into the technical analysis on my baby, DigiByte, after I am the future DigiByte OG.
What is DigiByte? What is DigiByte? DigiByte is a blockchain project like Bitcoin, only faster, more secure, and forward-thinking. DigiByte allows you to send and receive funds instantly, across borders, and without a middleman such as a bank or a clearinghouse. There is no sign-up, no personal details required, no minimum funds, no chargebacks, no limits, no accounts to open, no forms to fill out, no way to freeze funds, and no discrimination. Unlike dollars, bolivar, euro, or pounds, DigiByte is also finite in its supply. There will only ever be 21 billion in circulation by the year 2035, with no more able to be created after that. DigiByte is the perfect way to separate finance from state. DigiByte is also backed by the best cryptography and mathematics in the world, using the same public and private key encryption that is used to secure nuclear launch codes. It's also open source, meaning anybody can review and contribute to the project. DigiByte is decentralized, meaning there is no central or single point of failure that can be controlled, attacked, or taken down. DigiByte is permissionless, so you don't have to ask anyone permission to use, send, or receive DigiByte transactions. DigiByte can also be used to store data, notarize documents, log into websites, secure medical records, and so much more. It's easy to get set up with and start accepting DigiByte today. There's no bank that takes a cut whenever you receive transactions, and all transactions are final and permanent, unable to ever be undone or rolled back. To find out more about DigiByte and start accepting it today.
So I appreciate everybody sitting through and watching that little presentation on DGB. DGB is my personal baby, and I love DGB. Love it. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but I just say, just wait and see. DGB always has these huge run-ups where you can make a lot of money, but you have to be very vigilant. Had a 27% run-up in a matter of minutes. So DGB, that is the downtrending resistance line that I want. You know what? We're going to start over because we're going to go all the way to the bottom. We're going to look at a bear bottom projection for DGB. Then we're going to start over, since that seems to be what everybody wants to know. So that's DGB is in what can be classified as a descending triangle. DGB came close already to where I predicted it to come to, but we're not 100% to the bottom. The bare bottom price for DGB, unfortunately, is not. This isn't even the bare bottom. If we fell out, this isn't even the bare bottom. If we break this, I don't even really know how low DGB can go. It can flip several zeros, but this is the immediate pattern we're in right now. This is the immediate pattern. So if at any point we see this end up folding, we're going to have a lot of problems with DGB. We're going to have to bring out a different DGB chart that goes a little bit farther back for us. Now, if we're talking about a worst case scenario for DGB, let's take out the DGB USD chart, because that will take us a little bit farther back, because I have added it back to the top. So the worst case scenario for DGB would be a breakdown, and we shown on the other chart with the USDT that we can use as a point of reference for the descending triangle. This is a shorter time frame that only goes back to 2020. This descending triangle suggests if we break the 00747 area, we have a catastrophic drop about to take place. In order to find that, we must go back to a farther pattern. This one starts all the way back in 2018, on my birthday, ironically, December 17th. The worst case scenario that we would be looking for with DGB, let's assume, again, that October time frame, November area, just like the rest of crypto where we're basing it on, that would put us on DGB at 0.0018722. So that means if you see XRP at 0.18 and you see XLM at 0.068 roughly, and you see XDC at 0.023, I believe, somewhere in that area, you would also see DigiByte at 0.0018722. 0.0018722. So when we talk catastrophic levels, and I'm not saying that this is a guarantee, what I am saying is if we break, if you look at the DGB USDT chart, if we break that support level and that descending triangle, because that very well could be the bottom right there. But that's still a long ways to go to get to said maybe bottom. You're talking we're still about 30% off the bottom if that's the bottom. But in a catastrophe, that would be, if 007 holds, that would mean on XRP somewhere between 12 and 17 cents is holding. And that would mean on XLM somewhere between 4 and 8 cents would be holding, just dependent. Or 4 and 7 cents. No, 4 and 6 cents. And then XDC somewhere in, you know, the 1.5 cent range would be holding, roughly. So about, yeah, 5.5 for XLM roughly, maybe. But yeah, that would be what we're looking at. And for DGB, it would be a disaster. For today's pattern on DGB, before we let you go, I'd be looking in the 30-minute time frame. And we can see we had a huge wick pull down here. So this area is not very strong. Now, what I've been pointing out with a lot of things is this inverted head and shoulders pattern. If this inverted head and shoulders were to play out, this would come back and retest these upper areas. Now, when you see violent wicks like that, that doesn't give me too much confidence to think, hey, we're going to have a bunch of movement in this area. But until we break down on the immediate short-term uptrends, these patterns can still have the momentum. So we need to see how it reacts right here at about 1069. If we can hold this as support, we're going to come up to the 200-day at minimum at 1120. If the pattern starts to break out, your overall moment is at 1102. If we break 01102, we can start to move up in a positive direction. I personally do not feel it's time for us to move up, to have this big parabolic move. And even if this inverted head and shoulders plays out, we still have anomalies, especially in the moving averages, where the 100-day still needs to come through the 200-day, which to me means we still have one more move down before we can ever start to move back up. If you would like to trade like me, all you have to do is go into my past videos and go to the video description below. So go to my video, hit the bottom arrow, it'll pull this screen to the right up. You can simply look in the video description and you can join me on BITGET. The partnered links below. You can also copy trade me by typing in XRPFUTUREMILLIONAIRE. And if you would like to join XRP without a VPN and actually trade XRP, you can do it on BITGET. It's approved by the USA. They have their papers, and in 50 other countries. But in the United States of America, you can actually trade XRP, because everybody asks me, and you do not need a VPN.